I would love to be more realistic and realize if some players don't have enough good devices, so our team will try to help you out by finding the best game offline and online that can be played on a low-end device. And we have found the 100MB game size. Of course, these all games will run perfectly on any phone level. Remember to like this video and please enjoy the video of Top 10 100MB small size game for Android and iOS, best graphic offline or online. Shogun War and Empire. What an interesting game. We'll play in a strategy and tactical game, so the player need to manage the plan by placing the right troops into the battlefield. Every troops will have their own ability and specialty, like the swordman, archer, or a hero with a javelin. Always try to think how we should do a counter by seeing the enemy's formation first before making the best teams line up. When the battle starts, then you can switch the point of view into first-person perspective mode and navigate the hero that you are wishing for by doing a double tap. Eliminate the entire enemy to win the combat and move into the next stage after. This game is an offline game with 112MB of size. Suicide Squad Special Ops. This game has a very good graphic level, even it's been released for about a few years before, but I'm so confident about the visual level. Can you see how sharp the visual looks? It's a perfect match with your low-end devices to enjoy a high-quality game. But the gameplay is quite monotone and you will not have any selection mode. The only mission you can play is only clearing the stages and eliminating the enemy. Once you have cleared the stage, then you can switch the character and control a different hero. While in combat, two main heroes will fight side by side as your team, and they all will do an attack automatically. But most of the enemy will chase you, so you only need to survive. Gangs Fighter Vice Island. This game is one of the best new GTA games like on mobile, with a lot of gun selection you can pick freely once you have enough in-game gold. The cast you can easily get around the city, so you just need to actively explore the area because the money will respawn in a random spot. With a green light as the hint will make you notice easier where the money location is. It's kind of a free-to-play games where you can enjoy the whole content freely without spending any single penny. We can make a chaos, kill the NPC by using a gun, or a bare hand is enough to eliminate the entire NPC. The police officer will come to chase you, but I think it's not a big problem because their level is way too low and weak as well. It is mission based, so you can check the next objective area through the mini world map. Polyfield Frog Pro Shooter. I'm sure many of you know this game already because this game is really popular and has been downloaded by over 100 million players worldwide. The game can be played offline. That seems like you are playing in online. It's because you will compete with the bots as your enemy, and also your teammate will be bots as well. Basically, we can control all of the party member, but in a turn-based system, which is you should switch the hero and each of the heroes will have their own special abilities. So you really need to understand how their mechanism works. The main goal mission is we need to kill the enemy's teams within a certain minute, hiding behind the object and shooting them at the right time. So the strategy and tactical will be the most important thing you should do. Ninja Ryuko Shadow Ninja game. This game is really special for me. I grew up with a legendary stealth game which name is Tenchu Stealth Assassin, and this game really reminds me of it, from the music, the vibes, and how we can do an assassination sneak attack. Of course, we should do it from behind while the enemy didn't notice our presence. With a very small size of 132MB, I'm so amazed how they can make a high quality visual in ultra setting and also bloom effect. Well done dev. The game's combat mechanism is fully an action game. You need to tap the dodge button on the right timing to do an extra movement like a counter attack and perfect dodge. Upgrade your main hero's equipment to strengthen your secondary and primary weapon. Best hack and slash action game small size, Ninja Ryuko Shadow Ninja game. Aquatica Underwater Adventures. As the game name, I'm sure you will easily notice what kind of game is this. Yes, it's about an adventure in the underwater world. It's truly beautiful with a great ecosystem that we will see around us. The fish, the plant, and how the coral looks so realistic. We need to clear the mission while enjoying the panorama around us by finding out the artifact and collect them all in our antique collection index. So each of the stage will have a different artifact and we should collect a certain number of each to be able to move into the next area. We'll not find any enemy or monster, so I can assume it's a great game to play for a casual player. Use your headset to listen how beautiful the music background is. Metro Beats Action Roguelite. As an action hack and slash game lover, I would like to recommend this game for you all to play right now because it's a really good game in many aspects. The gameplay looks so variative with a lot of things we can do while in combat, so the player will have an option to select a different ability with a variation of element like fire, ice or electricity. We can block the incoming attack or throw any object to the enemy to deal some damage. Equipping a different equipment or weapon will adjust your hero's appearance as well. I love how good the graphics are. It looks so sharp and detailed with a perfect color combination from a top-down view perspective. Point of view is really insane. It doesn't have any storyline, so you only need to focus on clearing the current stage and move into the new stages after. I really hope the developer will make another hero selection in the future's update. Best hack and slash game mobile, small size game RPG. Gladiator Glory. Surprisingly, after I checked on the Play Store, most of the players are still playing it even now. Anyway, there is not many options for the player who love a Gladiator game on mobile, especially with a good action and small game size. I love how the combat mechanism is, because we need to understand how the mechanism works by focusing on the stamina gauge meter you have. So, we need to maintain the right time on releasing the basic attack and also heavy attack. The visualization will help the player to adjust the hardcore setting by turning off the blood effect. There are two different features that you can play by playing 2 versus 2 or solo versus solo. I really hope through this game, the more of the game's developer would like to make a better version about this genre because it has its own fanatic fans. Hero Hunter. This is what I call old but good. I really believe no game can stand against it. From the game size is only 137MB, but the game's quality is superb. First of all, I would like to say the graphic looks perfectly enhanced. The second one is, the gameplay looks so promising that will push the player to play active. We need to keep switching the hero and move ourselves into a safer position to hide and defend, because the enemy will come from a different direction that we can't predict. Even the developer is really good in updating the game, making the player will not find any single issues while playing. The game's experience I have is extremely enjoyable. I love how intense I should switch the character once we are in a bad condition. Takashi Ninja Samurai Game. One of the best samurai games on mobile that I have ever played, even with a very small game size. We will have a very good bloom effect and amazing post-processing visual that make the graphic even sharper. The combat mechanism absolutely impressed me. We can do stealth action from behind and do an instant kill. In the game, we need to maintain our stamina once you get exhausted. Then you can't do any action, either that attacking or defending. The energy will recharge over time frequently once you do nothing. Remember to unleash the skill to deal with an area of effect range and kill a lot of enemies at once. This game is only focusing on the action, that's why we only have a little storyline. But if you wonder, it's been a remake, which is, the overall aspect has been upgraded and enhanced. So the veteran player who have ever played it will get a better experience within this new version. Bonus: Feral Frontier Co-op Roguelike. This game is super challenging, and I have died several times when I'm facing the boss. Seriously, you need a high concentration and good technique to move to evading the enemy's attack. Especially when you face the boss stage, then you will realize how difficult this game is. Select a different ability once you clear the stage to boost your power. Overall, it has one of the smoothest gameplay that will run 100% on your lower end phone, and this game should be on your list no matter what is the reason. These all are the best game to play for a low-end device. Remember to like this video and see you on the next list. Thanks.